Hi guys, I'm Tim.
And I'm Crystal. And you're watching
seeouRView.
We just said let's do our highlight. Shout out, whatever.
Do you have a highlight for this video?
No, I don't.
You don't have a highlight?
No.
Well, what did you just do a couple days ago?
I don't know.
What are you gonna do next Tuesday, Wednesday?
Go over. So
We're back! Hey, how'd you like those magic strike the... Hey guys,
just wanted to have some fun with transitions.
what'd y'all think about that?
Hopefully I edited all right.
Comment below,
Boy,
and
do we
let us
have-
know what you thought of that.
Boy, do we have quite a few bloopers to work through. We're thinking of putting up exclusive behind-the-scenes blooper videos up on a Patreon.
Are we?
Yeah. If that's... Ah, what are you doing?
Your hair in your mouth.
It wasn't in my mouth. It's flying around because it's windy. Where are you going?
I think I'm in trouble. Do I have any highlights you might ask? Or we passed the highlight?
I was trying to talk about Patreon.
Oh, we're gonna do a Patreon?
You interrupted.
Did you all hear that?
I said we were thinking about it.
We're gonna do a Patreon?
I don't know.
But how are we gonna make it different than everybody else's Patreons out there?
We didn't bring them outside.
We'll go get them!
I'm in heels.
I'll be right back.
What took you so long?
How are we gonna make our Patreon different
Well,
than...
first, what I was originally saying is I was thinking of doing exclusive, like, behind-the-scenes and more bloopery videos because we have a lot of bloopers, and if we put all of them in a video, that just makes the video go way too long.
I mean, quite honestly, over 90% of our footage is bloopers. So, but
Wonder why.
you know, a lot of people actually put bloopers and behind the scene footage up on their Patreon. But
Yeah, but I was thinking we could do that. But yeah.
well, we're probably going to do that. But we really want to put our heads together and come up with something that we could share with our patrons, considering that, you know, one of the big things that we do while we're out visiting different places around the U.S. is we go and explore and we hike and we take a lot of
Can you talk?
photographs.
Pictures.
Pictures. Yes, we take a lot of pictures, and we thought it'd be a neat idea if we could somehow share some of those pictures exclusively with our patrons.
You know, the ones that don't get on Instagram.
So we wanted to show off, or we wanted to share some one-of-a-kind photography in the form of seeouRView postcards that we'd like to...
Scoot this way. There you go. Well, this was off on the edge.
I can't see. I'm blind.
Now you're in the middle, but turn it. No. That way.
One-of-a-kind postcards, see? By seeouRView. So original photography taken by me or Crystal and turned into a postcard and
That was upside down.
shared exclusively with our patrons. So we're setting that up right now. We should have the details
Oh,
of
good
the
God.
time this video is done. So if you would, head out to patreon.com/seeouRView.
Is that how it actually is? I don't know if that's how it actually is, but we'll link it below.
We'll link it below if you're interested. And in today's video, we're gonna
show you a review on Thousand Trails Lake Whitney. So we're here to talk about Thousand Trails Lake Whitney.
Thousand Trails Lake Whitney. We've been here how many times? 4 times.
4.
2 a couple years ago and 2 just this
true.
summer.
We got some thoughts.
If you call them that.
The first thing I want to
We got
point
some
out
impressions.
is our very first trip here was when we were at Colorado River, Hurricane Harvey hit, and we decided to evacuate.
We ran for the hills, folks.
Conroe was full, so we came up here for the first time ever.
We packed them up, loaded them up, and rawhided it up here.
Turns out, right after we left, they had issued a mandatory evacuation for Colorado River, so like basically everyone else from that park followed us up here.
Yeah, and that park flooded pretty bad
Yeah.
that year.
But when we got here, I thought it was really cute that the rangers had little welcome evacuee bags, like gift bags for each
Yeah, with cookies
camper,
and
snacks,
potato chips
and water and
water
Gatorade.
bottles.
It was really adorable. They were so excited to just get people here because I have the feeling that back then it didn't really fill up much.
Or if it did, I mean, I don't know, but
don't
they
know.
were really excited to
They were excited to
everybody
have
coming
people.
in, and
Yeah,
they really made us feel welcome.
it was adorable.
In fact, we had dinner at the little restaurant that they've got here. This is one of the few parks they actually have a restaurant in the park.
The restaurant was actually closed, but when we told them we had just evacuated from a park because of the hurricane,
They reopened
they
just
reopened for us. And like we were literally the only ones there, but that was
Who
so
does
sweet.
that?
We still had to pay, but that was so sweet. Do they still have a restaurant here, or is it just closed because of
It's
this?
closed due to
This.
the world being closed right now. Even the ranger station
Pause.
is.
Beep, 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 beep. We interrupt this video just to say
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Thank
Come
you.
on, thanks.
Okay, now finish the video. Okay, keep going.
Okay.
Pause.
So, according to the activity sheet, they're doing
Outdoor activities.
outdoor
This is the one
activities.
park
They're
we've
having
seen.
Outdoor bingo. The ranger station
Oh, yes,
itself is
closed.
closed and locked. So to check in, you got to ring them up on the phone, and somebody will come outside and meet you, and go in and get your paperwork, and come back out and say just thank you, have a nice day. How do you like this park?
This was my brother and I's favorite, one of our favorite parks when we were here a couple years ago. He loved it because what they called the adult lodge was
24 hours.
Yeah, it was 24 hours. Oh, and they had a really nice rec room and gym downstairs.
Pool table and
I loved it.
foosball and
It was really nice, but of course,
I'm not sure what that one is called, where it's a long table and you've got a round paddle and it's got the puck.
ping pong.
No, it's got a puck it's a steel puck
the,
like a hockey puck, but you do it by hand.
Oh, that one.
I'm not, but that's
I know what
pretty
it
cool.
is. I just can't think of the name right now.
Anyway, they had one of those.
Yeah.
I think they even had a dartboard,
They had a library, I believe.
a library.
Book exchange, maybe?
Yeah.
TVs. It was really nice. It's just not open right now.
So, you brought notes.
Yeah. We talked about that.
Are we trying to
talked
get
about that.
sophisticated now?
Shh. They do.
I thought we was. Well, I'm about
They
to
have
my
putt-putt.
plan. The putt-putt course.
They have tennis court. They have basketball court. See, they have a dog park up front.
Bark, bark.
2 pools.
So what were we gonna say?
So remember that first trip that we made here when we were evacuating and there were a lot of fresh evacuees here?
Yes.
One of my favorite stories that my brother told me was he was...
No service
You're
anywhere.
gonna interrupt me like that. One of my... I don't wanna know.
Go ahead.
You just interrupted me.
There's a car driving by. It's gonna interrupt you anyway, so you gotta start it over.
This is why we argue.
We're not arguing.
Not yet.
I'm just kidding.
Y'all were walking it, and then y'all were fed up.
Do you really have to use this truck?
No.
Okay, now do you want to talk about the sites and the sections?
The sites and the sections, yeah. Well, the entire A section, except for about 3 or 4 sites,
Which
is-
were the
is
annual sites that were
closed.
there already?
Yeah.
'Cause
And
the
I
map
think it's
just
due
says it's
to
closed.
electrical issues. Because when we were here last time, that's
Memorial Day
another
weekend.
That's another interesting
Fun story.
The outside breaker tripped in the middle of the day. This was after the park filled up for Memorial Weekend. The first trip out here.
Yeah.
was First trip. And so I went out and flipped it back on, went back in. A few minutes later, it tripped again. So I went back out, flipped it back on, and it wasn't ours. It was tripped. It was the breaker
For the section.
for the whole section. There was like 6 people that were tripped. So I went down there and turned it back on, and it tripped again. So I called the office and I said, you know, the main breaker down here is tripping. And she goes, well,
You're just gonna
have to move. That breaker panel's bad. You're just gonna have to move. And I'm like, the park's full. There ain't many places. I ain't moving. And it's not just my box. It's like 6 different sites here. Well, we'll send somebody out there. Hang on. So they sent a ranger. They sent a maintenance guy out, and he flipped it back on. And about 2 minutes later, it tripped again. And then he disappeared.
And like the whole neighborhood was out at this point. They were like, what's going on? We need our ACs. It's hot.
Yeah, people were out there trying to flip it, and every time they turned on, they'd cut out. So about an hour passed, and then the manager pulls up in a pickup truck with the maintenance guy, and they unload this portable air conditioner unit, and they set it up out there and point it to the breaker panel, plug it into another breaker, and turn that sucker on to where it's cooling off this breaker panel, and they turn that breaker back on, and it never tripped again the whole weekend.
It works.
You know, they have in the sections that are open, I've seen that they've got some new 50 amp services. So they've done some upgrades, but there's still a lot of sites that are closed.
Yeah. What's surrounding the sites?
Cedar trees and semi to privacy because of they're all tucked away in these.
At least in the section we're in.
In the cedar, and it makes it shadier and it makes it more private. It's not like, I mean, your neighbors aren't that far away, but you're separated by cedar trees.
Unless your site happens to back into like a little bit of a trail, then people see it on the map and they're like, oh, I'm just gonna walk right through this site and down that trail. Talk about the wildlife we've seen here, because oh my gosh.
Lions and tigers and bears? Oh my.
Not quite.
No, but we've seen a rat snake.
We've seen deer.
Seen
a worm
blind snake.
Yeah, blind snake, yeah.
Which are little bitty snakes. They're bigger
They
than
look like worms.
They're bigger than a
they
worm,
look like earthworms, but they're bigger.
Yeah. And we've seen
a rattlesnake.
That is a snake.
We've seen a skeleton, a dead rattlesnake.
Yep, we've seen remains of a rattlesnake. We've seen deer.
Possum.
We've seen a possum. We've seen squirrel. We've seen a bunch of
bunnies.
bunnies.
We've seen 2 scorpions.
2 scorpions.
We've got pictures of those.
Now what you want to talk about? What you want to talk about?
Can do highlight.
What you want to talk? Oh, you have a highlight?
Well, we were on a couple of live streams this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Actually, you're on one in the morning.
Yeah, Daydream About Nice Things is having me back
And what are they having you back for?
to talk about my books. And I always get nervous and vulnerable when I do those things.
You mean you have books? You've written? Yes, folks, she's written a couple of books. They're always linked down below. Go check them out if you haven't already. They're really, really, really...
I don't like talking about these things, so
okay.
Move on.
Go down below. Link to her books down below. Check out Daydream About Nice Things coming up this when?
It's already done.
Oh, it's already done.
I said it already.
So
we did it.
We done did. And then later, is it Wednesday?
It's the same day.
Okay.
We already
so
done
then
it.
Later that evening, what we done?
We already did.
We did it.
We did both.
We did. We were interviewed by Van Vita Travels.
Yes.
So if you didn't see that live, head on over because she's our shout out. Thank you, Van Vita, for having us on your live show. And her channel's right up here. Go check her out. She interviews a lot of nomad families. And boom.
Where'd you go?
Well, I didn't know I was not supposed to go anywhere. I'm here. I'm here. I'm right here. I'm right here.
Hi.
I ain't going nowhere.
What do we do? We're doing. I wrote notes this time.
Hi guys.
We came semi-prepared. They're not fleshed out notes.
Bye-bye.
It's outlined. But it's something.
I got my lighter out. I'm gonna light the seat of my pants, and I'm gonna fly by the seat of my pants. Woo!
Okay.
Whoa! A little too much flame. Oh yeah, that's better.
Way better.
Hi guys.
Hello.
How are you?
You keep asking me that, and I keep freezing every time.
But they won't know because this is almost like the first clip.
So we're a little frustrated.
Yeah, we're not happy with.
The microphone we got, it's not really working out, so back to the drawing board.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but I think I want to get a Bluetooth one that's cordless, so we don't have to worry about that cord.
Okay, so we're talking about.
We're here to talk about Lake Whitney.
1,000 Trails, Lake Whitney review.
Is it really a review, or is it just a?
Stop it! I'm calling it a review.
Our experiences at 1,000 Trails Lake Whitney.
There are different types of reviews. We don't have to be like the other review.
Well,
this is just our.
This is our review, and it's done our way, and that's the way it's going to be. Is that okay with you?
Oh God! I didn't mean to actually get in your mouth.
Whoa!
Real quick, because we forgot to announce it.
We forgot something?
Yeah, but we're actually giving away some postcards.
If you watch this far, because we're going to put this right up in the end.
Are we? Okay.
Yep. If you watch this far, and if you want a seeouRView postcard that is a one of a kind, only one printed per
Image.
per image, shoot us an email at info@seeouRView.com. Give us your mailing address. Tell us you want a postcard, and we'll get that right in the mail to you.
And when does this end by?
This ends by
9/10. 9/10/20.
it ends by the
Right
time
before our next
right
video goes
before
out.
our next video goes live.
So September 10th is the end date. So
Yep. So if you're watching this after September 10th,
Sorry.
yeah.
you can, if you're watching this after that date, you can always sign up for our Patreon. Get one monthly.
There you go. Hope you liked our video.
Thanks for watching. Bye. Where are we pointing? Right
Over
there?
here. Yep. If you're not already subscribed to us, click on the logo over here and subscribe.
Yeah.
Right up here's a video we think you might like. And right down here is a playlist with feature. That's all, folks.
And down here, we're featured in other people's channels, so watch.
Yay! Thank you. Bye.
Bye.